All right, we're rolling.
Yeah, welcome to Popcorn on the Macabre. This is Dick, and
I'm the Chad.
I'm Rocky.
we're about to watch Friday the 13th Part 2. And Rocky, you just commented about the music. Tell us about that.
Well, the ma kill whatever. That it does not sound anything like that.
No, it never did to me either. It always sounded like
Yeah.
But actually when you do it like that, like it's you know, I don't know.
He makes a good argument there.
I mean, once you have the effects and everything on it, you know, maybe the front end gets cut off here and there or something.
Yeah.
Because there are some times where it's like, oh yeah, I get it. But most of the time,
I just hate the
Exactly.
I hate the people that are like it's like, no, it doesn't sound like that. Stop. But yeah, the fucking Harry Manfredini's music is so iconic, man. Like, people have tried to rip that off, and to no avail.
Yeah, I'm still trying to rip it off, and it's very difficult.
It's tricky. You know, have you ever seen a movie called The Children?
I don't recall that.
It was a 1980 horror film. It had Harry Manfredini music in it too, and it was really effective. But it's really similar to the Friday the 13th music.
Really?
Yeah, it has like a lot of the same stingers, and I guess the fact that it was made in 1980, he was using a lot of the same equipment to construct the music. But
all the way through 3, I mean, up until 3, it really didn't change.
The fucking disco music,
the themes, everything is you don't know the difference that much, but I mean, it's different, obviously, but or maybe not so obviously, but.
I'm a big fan of the disco music. I actually own that album, the Part 3 soundtrack.
Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah, but
I got a song on the barn that's my like, man, I really want to kind of do something like that.
Yeah.
And,
sweet.
So
you learn from the masters.
Yeah.
You learn from the masters. Like, I mean, if you're gonna copy after anybody, or I say copy, but pay homage to.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be people like Manfredini and Bernard Herrmann, fucking John Carpenter. You know,
Man.
But Chad, have you ever seen Part 2?
I've seen it. Do I remember it? It'll probably be like watching it for the first time again.
Awesome.
Oh man,
That's the good thing
that's
about
a treat right there.
That's a good thing about having a short-term memory.
Yeah. You do remember this is Baghead Jason, right?
Well, now, yeah, sure, thanks.
Yeah, a little
spoiler alert.
yeah. Well, I was looking at this picture and it kind of looks like a dude wearing like this awesome T-shirt and he's kind of bowed.
Yeah.
This does not deserve to be the cover of Friday the 13th.
No,
Part 2.
they fucked up the cover art on all the DVD and Blu-ray releases of this. They fucked it all up.
Yeah.
Oh man, so there needs to be another edition come out with a better.
They need to get the guys that are doing the vinyl artwork to start doing the artwork for the Blu-rays.
Oh yeah.
I agree. I think, and I don't know, Scream Factory probably will never release these as individual movies like they did with the Halloween series.
Yeah.
But because I'm pretty sure they'd have to get the rights from Paramount, and Paramount will probably never release these films. But I mean, they haven't catered to the fans at all. Paramount, every edition of Friday the 13th, like, and its sequels have been like bare bones.
Well, how about this? Does this version have like 5.1? Is it even in stereo?
Probably
because the DVD is mono.
Is it really?
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Man.
Part 1 and 2, I believe, are both in mono.
Man. Hey, Scream Factory, go get these, please, now.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Friday the 13th series, and I'm waiting on like uncut versions, which they finally did it with the first one. But I feel like a lot of this shit ended up on the cutting room floor, and you know, in some cases, they were never able to like get the original negatives because
that's a shame.
Part 7 was butchered to fuck.
Yeah, and I really like that one.
Well, and we were just talking about John Carl Buechler. He directed Part 7.
Yeah.
And like, he had some of the coolest like cutting edge effects around that time as far as like practical effects, makeup effects, and every death was heavily censored by the MPAA.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make a slasher film, make a fucking slasher film, you know. But it's, you know, more of that that Reagan era shit we always talk about. The mid to late 80s, they started slicing and dicing these movies, and I think Siskel and Ebert had a big role in that shit too. And you know, Angry Mothers.
When did you see this for the first time? How old were you? Both of you.
Rocky?
Man, I don't know. I don't even recall. What year did this come out?
This was 1981.
Jeez.
Well, I didn't see it. I was born.
I was a youngster, but
Would your parents let you watch it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
As soon as it was on HBO and all that stuff, every time it was on, I would check it out.
Oh.
You know what's crazy is for me, like the first time I saw a lot of the Jason movies, it was always on USA Up All Night.
That's where. Yep. That's. I'm a kid of USA Up All Night.
I saw like not for all of them, but I saw most of them in their edited versions. Like, so when I saw the real rated R versions of all the Friday the 13th, like it was crazy seeing all the nudity and the blood. And, I mean, these movies are such a fucking treat.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I saw one in theater till Part 3. I think that was the first one. In 3D.
You saw that in a theater?
Oh man.
When did that come out? What year did that come out?
That was 82, man. I was just being born then.
No, I didn't see it when it first came out then. But I did see it in theaters.
Yeah.
And,
wow.
Nice.
Yeah. That was.
Did you
that
see it in
cool.
3D?
It was in 3D.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man.
I think
terrible.
You don't
3D.
want to know the
yeah. The thing, like Part 3, man, the 3D in that is so like arbitrary. Like they shouldn't even have shot some of those scenes in 3D. Like, I mean, of course, the whole movie was filmed in 3D, but like some of the moments that they, like when the guy like is out by the clothes hanger and like
the clothesline.
Yeah, the clothesline. Yeah, and like the fucking yo-yo and the juggling, like all that was just so stupid, man.
It was, just to sell a movie. It's like, oh wow, there's a horror movie in 3D.
Yeah.
But it does not need any 3D. It would be so much better not in 3D.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it is, I mean, even when you're not watching it in 3D, it's great. I love Part 3. I'm a big fan of Part 3, but it gets hated on a lot. And but I love the characters, and it was actually from the same director as this one. But the third one, shit, what was I going to say about the 3D?
It was bad.
yeah, there you go. Oh man, it was another little factoid. I've lost it. I've lost it. Maybe I'll get back to it.
You know what's sad is I think the first Jason movie I saw in the theaters was X. Or
really?
Jason X.
Shit.
You're fired.
Yeah. And then the new one.
Get out. Get out now. You're not watching this one.
Which one have you seen any in theater?
Me?
Yeah.
The first one I saw was, I think, Jason Goes to Hell.
I'm trying to remember.
I saw Jason Lives when it came out.
Okay. Yeah.
I saw that one.
You were lucky to catch all these in the theater for the first time.
Man.
I agree.
Oh.
It's like I'm looking.
I got over. I just realized what my brain fart was. Part 3 actually set a precedent for like, I guess 3D films that were coming out around that time, because it was 1982 when Part 3 was made, and I think that following year they did Jaws 3D, and then they did Amityville 3D. So I think Friday the 13th 3D was the catalyst for that big 3D craze in the early 80s.
Oh wow, I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I think Frank Mancuso was the granddaddy behind that shit.
How many of those are MGM movies?
Yeah. I don't know.
Isn't Jaws that's a Universal
That's
movie.
Universal, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we got Paramount and Amityville, that's MGM.
Amityville 3D, I believe, was MGM. Yeah, I think you're right about that.
Man.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway.
I can't believe Jason X. Like, I don't even consider it part of it.
It's part of it, all right.
Oh no.
Yeah.
It doesn't have
It's the worst part of
it.
How can we make the other ones look better?
It's like,
we'll just make this one really bad.
Yeah. And actually, like, my favorite part of Jason X was the part when, like, he goes to Earth 2 or whatever. And, like, I think it's the part where he goes to Earth 2 and, like, he's at the campgrounds again. And you remember, like, it showed the naked girls, and
that's a virtual reality thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah,
He's not on Earth too, but yeah.
Yeah, that is the that's like, oh, we're back to normal for a minute.
Yeah. I didn't like him in space. I don't know.
Your toy, isn't that from the last one from X? Before he goes to space?
I have all the Sideshow collectibles of Jason, all the 12-inch
the last
figures.
one, I think he looks good there, but when he gets that metal, when he goes T2 style,
when he turns into Uber Jason, yeah, it's fucking.
I'm glad Sideshow used the early Jason for that.
They did, yeah. They never made a figure of Uber Jason.
Would you have it?
You would have it.
Would you go ahead and get it? Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah. I would own it. I'm kind of a collect 'em all kind of guy, so even if it was the shittiest of the entries, like I even have the movie. I mean, but.
Yeah, I think I have it
because
too.
you have to.
Yeah, you do. You have to. Yeah.
Collection's not complete without the shitty ones too.
Yeah.
Even with the Hellraisers, I have all the Hellraisers.
I did see Freddy versus Jason in the theaters.
Yeah.
I was entertained by that one. I feel like I got my balls back a little bit.
And
then I saw the remake, which that new trailer is awesome.
Of what? Oh,
the new Jason trailer based off the old or the remake.
Yeah.
Where they put it in standard
definition. Yeah, that was awesome. Man, I went and saw Freddy versus Jason 3 times in its opening weekend, like consecutively 3 times. I went and saw it Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night.
Because it was that good, or you were just like, maybe if I see it again, I'll like it more.
Well, all my buddies were fucking around Friday, and they didn't want to see it, or they couldn't go see it. So the first night, I went alone, and they were sold out, and there was a girl there at the theater, and she was scalping tickets. So I bought the ticket. It was only $5 at the time, and I went and saw it Friday night. Then Saturday, a couple of buddies of mine caught up to me, and they wanted to go watch it. And I'm like, yeah, I could go see it again. So I went and saw it Saturday, and then Sunday, a buddy of mine apparently who was sick all weekend, he called me, and he was like, man, did you see it? And I'm like, yeah, man, I've already seen it twice, And he was like, dude, you want to go again? And I was like, yeah. It's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. But I had the whole movie memorized by the end of that weekend, man. But it's the only time I've ever seen any movie in the theater 3 times in a row.
Any movie?
Yeah, any movie. It was crazy.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you which one I've seen the most in the theaters.
Why?
I'll tell you off air.
No. You've already opened up the can of worms. You're going to have to share this experience with us.
Fast and Furious.
Oh.
The first one?
Mm-hmm. The first one. I think I saw it 4 times in the theater.
Damn.
Because it was that awesome.
Well, and it was at Tandy.
Well, you can't beat that.
Yeah, dollar theater, man. You'd spend
50 cent Tuesday, isn't it?
Well, dude, it was crazy. You'd go to the dollar theater, you'd spend $1 on the movie, but then it would cost you $20 in concessions.
Right.
I went there to play the video games too.
Oh yeah, that was awesome pastime. But yeah, so Friday the 13th Part 2. I guess we're about to watch the Paramount Blu-ray. I think it has a few extras on it. I mean, no commentaries or anything like that, but we're about to provide you with a commentary, and we're just going to discuss Jason and his whole legacy and what we think about Part 2 and its importance in the whole.
It's very important.
Yeah, in the whole Jason pantheon. This is it really. I mean, it really did start something, and I'm a fan of Baghead Jason. I like Baghead.
That's actually my favorite one.
Yeah. He had a really good look, and I believe, oh man, who did the makeup? Carl Fullerton did the makeup for the Jason in Part 2, and I mean, it was a classic look. I mean, I feel like they worked really hard on the makeup, and this was another movie that I think a lot of the effects got cut short.
This one had amazing kills.
Yeah,
the makeup's spot on.
Yeah. It was really good. And Steve Miner, the director, he went on to do the third one, and I believe he was Sean Cunningham's protege at the time. And I always felt like he did a good job with the second and third entry.
What about Halloween H2O by Steve Miner?
That was Steve Miner. That was Steve Miner, yeah. And I actually, I like that one. I like that film too. All right, so if everybody has their Blu-rays on standby, we're hitting the play button right now.
Oh, this one's rated R.
Restricted.
It's black.
With white letters.
You guys getting audio?
Barely.
Yeah.
Check.
Check.
Live. It picked up.
A Steve Miner film.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Friday the 13th, too.
With subtitles.
Yeah.
Do you watch movies with subtitles much, Rocky?
I do not, no.
I didn't, but Richard did, and like I've come to watch them now, and my wife hates me for it.
I started getting into this habit of watching movies with subtitles because I was, first writing screenplays. When I was about 18, I had started delving into screenwriting, and a lot of the movies that I was watching at the time, I had to have subtitles so I could really understand dialogue. It helped me, but now I tend to turn them off more now these days just to look at more of the visual side of it.
I had to turn them on Shaun of the Dead one time because in the Winchester scene when they're getting tore up because dude's all sad about his ex-girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
he says some stuff that I'm just like, I have no idea what this guy's saying right now.
Yeah. And here we have Adrienne King, the survivor from the first film. She came back for a cameo in this second one. And apparently, if memory serves, like she said that like her whole experience filming this sequel was a little chaotic just because like it wasn't scripted. Nothing she had was scripted, and I'm assuming she came in for a day and they were just like, hey, can you come on real quick and die for us, But I think even all her dialogue was ad-libbed and shit.
She's a very, very nice lady.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I met her. Did you meet her at the 2007 horror convention when they came here?
I believe that's where it was.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. She's actually a really good artist too, man.
Yeah.
I think she spends most of her time doing that now. I think she kind of shied away from the acting. But she had a stalker on the first film.
Yikes.
Yeah, or after the first film is when she got done with the first Friday the 13th. She had some dude that stalked her, and I guess it scared her away from acting, especially, I guess, in films like this. But
especially the beginning of this movie.
So, man, she's wearing a lot of green.
Yeah.
It's an elf outfit. By the way, this is in stereo.
Is it?
I can't believe it.
Damn. Wow.
They went all out on this one.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. Rocky, what are your thoughts on the first Friday the 13th here?
I dig it. But after seeing the second one, it's like, okay, I really don't need to see the first one again.
Yeah. I love the first one. I'm a big fan of it just because the whole character of Jason as we know him now wasn't even conceived around that time.
Right.
And I think even the scene with him jumping out of the lake.
Which is brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, totally brilliant. I think Tom Savini, takes credit for coming up with that idea. I'm not sure, but he said that he was trying to make it like the ending of Carrie. With that little...
It seems like I've heard that too.
Yeah, that little shock ending.
Well, that's perfect. Thanks, Tom Savini.
Yeah, yeah. The first one to me is... if I had to say, like, which one was the scariest, I'd have to say the original.
Friday 1?
Yeah.
Man, the second one is for me.
Really? So this one that we're watching, that's the scariest one?
Of the first 3, for sure.
Yeah, it does.
I don't think it picks back up till final chapter on the the scary stuff.
Now the final chapter is one of my favorites.
Oh yeah,
I love the final chapter. It's not scary, but it's definitely one of the best in the series.
Yeah.
What's your lifetime? What would be your lifetime achievement?
Mine?
What do you shoot for in writing? If you were to write.
Oh yeah, we've talked about this before. Hashtag goals. I would love to one day write a fucking sequel to the final chapter. Like just completely skip past all the other ones past part 4 and continue the whole saga of like Tommy Jarvis and have Corey Feldman play him. I mean, Corey Feldman.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'd score that movie.
Yeah. You will. Oh yeah. You will.
Do it.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the character of Tommy Jarvis sort of fizzled out after part 4. I mean, he was played by 3 different dudes. And I would love to see one that picked up where, kind of where they left off in part 4, like where it's Corey Feldman, he's all grown up, and then he goes back to Crystal Lake, and his sister Trish, dies at the beginning. Mm-hmm. And take Jason back to his roots, make it scary, And I actually wrote a script or like a section of it. I didn't get past like page 6 or 7, but I wrote like an opener where Trish was still at the house from the 4th one. And she has like a son, and her son dies, and then she dies, and then Tommy Jarvis like lives in New York or some shit, and he's like an author, and he writes like all these horror stories because Tommy was into horror, like, and he made the masks and shit, so you could have his character kind of come back to Crystal Lake, and all the visions of Jason start coming back, and it triggers his psychosis, But I would call it like Friday the 13th, the next chapter. Just so we could like stay kind of ambivalent or like kind of ambiguous as to like where it would be in the series.
Right.
So it wouldn't even have like a number, say like part 12 or whatever the fuck it would be. But it would just, call it the next chapter. That way it just kind of...
It falls in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sort of pretends like a lot of the other ones didn't exist. Like the fucking cruise ship one.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Jason takes a cruise ship
from a lake.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So true. I remember the first time I saw this, I was really shocked that Adrienne King died at the very beginning of this. To me, she was kind of like, it was like a sort of a Janet Leigh Psycho type thing where they bring her on, and she's even like billed third, I think like it's like starring so-and-so, and then Adrienne King. And I just remember thinking she was going to last a lot longer. But when they killed her off at the beginning, I was like, oh fuck, these guys mean business.
Anything goes.
Yeah. Chad, what do you think of Adrienne King?
I'm really not digging it. This is outfit.
Yeah.
It's like
her overalls.
Yeah, what were they thinking? Like, did they try to break
Jason's mom's sweater and his overalls?
I'm sitting here did they want it to be a onesie, or were they so like not right now? Maybe she was in like some shorts.
She just showed up for work. That's fine. Let's go.
Yeah. She had a better look in the first film, I thought.
Okay, now it's getting better.
Yeah, she's taking off all those gnarly clothes, Chad.
Look, she read my mind. She's like, Chad, you're right. I'm going to go in this room and take off my clothes for you.
Yep. She was really awesome, though, like, at the convention. I remember, like, she really adored her fans.
Yeah.
I mean, this was like the world tour,
I was there with my kids, and we probably stood there and talked to her for 10 or 15 minutes.
Real down to earth.
Like, and not in a weird, like, fan way. It's just like talking to this cool lady,
Yeah.
I'm going to try to take my kid to Frightmare this year.
Right.
Oh, yeah, you should.
Do we not have any audio on this? I don't hear anything.
Mm-mm.
I hear the air conditioner.
Yeah.
I think it may just be a little low. Let's see. There's not a whole lot going on right now either.
Yeah, I don't think there's any music in this section right here, except now.
Yeah, yeah. The suspense is building. I always thought this was a cool intro because this doesn't feel like Jason to me, or not what Jason turned out to be. You know how he's like this inhuman beast, but
which we don't even know yet. That's what's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and in this, you see him like calling her, like he's fucking calling her on the phone. Like that's weird that Jason would do that. But
use technology.
Yeah, he didn't do that. I refuse to believe Jason just called this lady. He's like never been out of the woods before.
Yeah.
Hey, he got to Manhattan.
Yeah, I got to give it to Jason. He knows his way around.
I mean, he's been to hell. He's been to Manhattan. He's been to space.
He knows where the lady lives in town.
He's cultured.
That killed his mom.
Yeah. Jason is cultured.
Oh, very, very. By now, yeah.
I don't think he's paid for one trip.
He doesn't have to.
We underestimate the sneakiness.
This was always a cool scene.
She looks better now. Is that because she's frightened?
Well, she just got out of the shower, man.
She's not wearing green.
Yeah, she took the overalls and
it's the green.
Took the Voorhees sweater off, the Mrs. Voorhees sweater.
Jump scare.
Oh, the cat.
Trivia, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us, Chad.
They threw that cat through that window, and it sure as shit looks like a crew member.
Cat was thrown, yep. Yeah, I'm with you though, Rocky. Like this was,
boom.
Yeah, God,
face.
Oh,
this was scary though.
Wow,
that's brutal.
Oh,
yeah,
when I was a kid, I was like, that should not be shown on TV.
no, because the
decapitation, I can deal with that.
Yeah,
but ice pick through that dang temple.
Yeah, supposedly that thing really penetrated her. There was like and I think it may have just been a prop, but like she did an interview and she said that like you said penetration. Ooh, but supposedly she really got poked
by Jason.
That's gotta suck. That's gonna leave a mark.
Who played Jason? Do you know?
Warrington Gillette, yeah.
But Warrington, you're right.
Warrington, yeah.
Warren.
But
it's much simpler. He should have just changed it.
As much as they claim Warrington Gillette played Jason, I'm gonna have to say Steve Dash actually played him more.
He just jumped through the window, didn't he?
Yeah.
Warrington.
Yeah.
It's his face we see though. We remember him.
Yeah. Warrington Gillette is definitely the face of Jason. Steve Dash was the guy behind the bag most of the time. Yeah.
What's crazy is, no offense to Warrington Gillette, but without the makeup, he still looks like the Jason that jumps through the window. That's crazy.
Yeah.
If he grew a beard, he would look just like that.
Carl Fullerton too. He did some awesome makeup effects in this, and Carl Fullerton, I believe, was a protege of Stan Winston, and he did the makeup for a movie called Rituals. Have you ever seen that?
I do not recall that one.
Yeah, Rituals is awesome, and he kind of did similar makeup effects to a gnarly looking beast guy in Rituals. But if you come across that one, it's kind of hard to find. Rituals. I mean, I have it. We can totally watch the shit out of that one too. But Rituals is great. But you can actually tell, it's palpable that Carl Fullerton did the makeup in Rituals. Like after you've seen Friday the 13th 2,
yeah,
you can totally tell.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
That truck's from Arkansas.
Yeah. That thing is jacked up to the
That's
max.
from Benton. I guarantee it. Oh, there's no mud on it. Never mind. That's from New Jersey.
Who's this?
This is Bill Randolph and Marta Kober, I believe. And there's Walt Gorney as Crazy Ralph. Walt Gorney. What a dude. I always thought that like these characters too were kind of like Kevin Bacon and Marcy in the first one.
Yep.
Janine Taylor. Like this one kind of had the same formula as the first one. This dude looks just like John Travolta, man.
Except he's not staying alive.
Yeah. No. Oh shit.
That's yes. Did you read my mind? Stop it.
Dude, the audio. What is going on?
Yeah, I
here?
can't hear them.
Thank God for subtitles.
Jeez.
Marta Kober, I think she was like 18 in this movie too. She was young. And Walt Gorney, like that dude, I don't know. I guess this was like his claim to fame, but like he's been in some other stuff, but it seems like he always played like a bum and like a wino.
On a bike?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Was that you?
Yeah, it was my drink.
I thought it was me. I was like,
I thought it was me. Like between the burritos and the whiskey, like,
dude, I had a double shot espresso.
oh, you were jacked up. You were ready to watch this.
I
I always thought that, yeah, this was a cool intro to the Ted character too, played by Stu Charno.
Who doesn't die?
He doesn't die. No, that's
wow. He's so
And
skinny.
we never
and
hear
tall.
from him again, though.
you don't.
That's
He's
kind of sucky. I wish they, kind of attached that somehow, somewhere in the other stories.
Yeah,
Just put it in your next chapter.
yeah. Bring
He's
bring
a crazy old person
bring
still
Ted
out there
back.
in the area.
Yeah,
Bring
dude.
back Ted. That's it.
Ted could be the Crazy Ralph guy now.
Mm-hmm. Bring Ted
He
back.
he knows what happened. Like
knows
all of his
what's up.
friends died.
Yes, boss.
Yes, boss. Stuart Charno. Yeah, he was also in John Carpenter's Christine and just one of the guys. The teen comedy.
Man, that is a big truck.
Yeah. And I always thought that Ted was kind of like the Ned character from the first one too.
Which one was that?
Ned was the practical joker. The dude who he was the first one to die. Well, the second one to die. He was the guy who always played the jokes in the first one, Nettie. And his death was off screen. Like, you never saw him die. He was the dude that was on the top bunk when Kevin Bacon was fucking, Marcy.
Man, I do not even remember that.
Really, he had his throat slit, and but he was the dude who was doing the fucking Indian dance. When the cops pulled up,
Yeah.
there's no crazy people around here.
He's got the the chief
yeah.
feathers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if only they knew. You know
What?
where they're going, man.
Yeah. Camp Blood. Yeah, tell me that dude looks like John Travolta.
Maybe if he wasn't blonde.
Yeah. Rocky, did you know? Because we were just talking about Dress to Kill. That guy, Bill Randolph, the dude right there, he was in Dress to Kill.
What part did he play?
He played the cabbie, the cab driver. I mean, it was a very real small role, but
The human IMDb.
No,
yeah.
this is Matt Pinfield of movies. Richard Stringham.
Oh man, the
120.
Dick Hamstring.
Yeah, 120 minutes.
yeah.
What movie are we going to be watching tonight? Tonight we have. Oh, the wheelchair.
Or Tom McBride, the wheelchair dude. He's dead now.
Oh, what about her?
Lauren Marie Taylor.
Oh,
And my favorite of all, Kirsten Baker. Ooh, yeah.
She's built like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
She got more abs than I do.
And
She works out.
yeah. And then we have this guy, Scott, Jonathan Sheck.
What's the deal with the blue-eyed?
That is not really Jonathan Sheck, but it looks just like him. There's a guy named Russell Todd, but does it not look like Jonathan Sheck from That Thing You Do?
What?
Oh, man.
I think I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
What movie is this you speak of?
Do you know who he's talking about, Rodney?
Yeah.
No.
That Thing You Do?
I know the movie, but I've
Okay.
never seen it.
Jonathan Sheck, man. He used to be married to Christina Applegate. But, oh, that dude looks just like him.
What's going on?
So they're getting set up at the camp here. And this is Jenny, Amy Steele.
Oh.
And she's the film's heroine. And she just passed by Crazy Ralph. And he's like, what the fuck are you doing? Love that look on his face. But
That's brilliant acting right there.
yeah.
Stay right there, Ralph. Hold on. Hold that look.
Oh.
Man.
And then right after they call cut, he's like, what'd you say?
He was probably drunk on set the whole time. She was kind of a good actress that never really, catapulted, I guess. She was in Fred Walton's April Fool's Day.
Yes.
That's
a good
also
one.
yeah, that's one of my favorites. Have you ever seen that, Chad?
April Fools?
April Fool's Day.
Is that the one where the whole thing's a joke?
Mm.
Yep.
Yep.
I've seen that.
It's a good one.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
and I give it yeah. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it.
It had like some of the same producers. I think Frank Mancuso produced April Fool's Day as well. It's probably why he used her. But
And that's not the one that they did a remake of that they shouldn't have.
they did a remake of April Fool's Day, and I didn't know. Like, have you heard of it?
Yes.
Have you seen it?
No.
Okay.
I'm not going to watch that.
I won't waste my time with it either. I didn't even know it existed, but if you would you say that she's one of your favorite Friday the 13th heroines? Like Final Girls?
Yeah.
She had a good look and a good I like how they kind of had like her whole like child psychology background, and
She's like a real person.
she's charming. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
That's
cute.
Steve, right?
Yeah.
Steve's a good dude.
Steve.
Is he?
No, Paul.
Oh,
Paul. Yeah, Paul.
Paul. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Although-
Steve? Is there a Steve in here?
There's a Steve in the first one, Steve Christie. Yeah, yeah. Can you tell that I didn't have much of a life whenever I was growing up, other than studying these fucking films?
If you got to study, I mean,
Yeah.
you could be doing worse.
Oh yeah. I mean, I love the Friday the 13th series, man. It's just
Here's the question: are you a Jason or are you a Freddy?
ooh. As far as like, who would I root for?
Yeah, which side are you?
I'm gonna have to choose Freddy.
Yeah, I'm a Freddy.
As much as I love Jason and I love this whole series, Freddy to me is just he's supernatural. I mean, if you had to choose, are you a Freddy man or a Jason man?
I would go with Jason just to do it.
You-
I mean, it's like
you like
who
rooting for the
cares?
underdog.
It's like
Yeah.
because I mean, you don't really have much of a choice. You have to love both of them.
Well, and what's interesting is like,
It's hard.
It is
they,
hard.
They do kind of make you feel sorry for Jason in Freddy versus Jason. Like, do you remember how like he was kind of set up as like the good guy because Freddy picked on him
Yeah.
and like used him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, because there's that part in Freddy versus Jason where like Freddy's acting like his mom.
Yeah.
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 It's they
Getting in his head.
yeah They definitely made you sympathize with Jason more.
Which one had the cuter girls?
Which one? Out of
Freddy of Cast.
I'm gonna have to go with the Friday the 13th series.
Yep.
I love all the women.
Seems there's way more females in those movies too.
Yeah. I think the boob ratio.
Boob to kill ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like the Friday the 13th films, you could always rely on them to show you some skin.
Yeah.
This campfire scene is so good.
This is epic. I mean, and this is a lot like what we were talking about recently, like with
burning.
the burning, Madman. Always had these great campfire scenes, you know.
This one is like almost a copy and paste of the burning, though.
Yeah, yeah. Although
The whole setup is.
which one do you think was released first, though? Because I heard Tom Savini.
The burning came out
same year.
before the first one, though.
No, actually, Tom Savini turned down. He was hired to do the makeup for this one, and he turned it down to do the burning because the burning was 1981, and this one was too. But I don't know which one was released first.
What about the burning was 81, and Friday the 13th Part 1
was 80, shot in 79, but released in 80. But I do remember hearing that Tom Savini turned down the chance to do the makeup for this film just to do the burning because he didn't believe in the idea of having Jason. Like he didn't like he didn't like the idea of bringing Jason into the picture. But so that's an interesting little bit of trivia.
Yeah.
Like which one came first? I mean, it's like maybe this copied after the burning, or maybe the burning picked up some stuff from this film. But
Man, I so thought the burning was before this.
no, it came right after Friday the 13th because Harvey Weinstein was trying to ride on the coattails of the first Friday the 13th success. So he was like, oh, we got to make a fucking camp movie, you know? Because Friday the 13th pretty much paved the way for all the slashers that came after that, like the Prowler and the Burning and, you know.
So this dude's about to get away. I hear a little bit of music.
Yeah.
So because you said this dude lives, right?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, Ted totally lives.
He doesn't have sex, does he?
Right.
And he doesn't cuss?
I don't think he cusses. You know, you're right about that. And he doesn't do drugs. Does Ted do drugs in this? I don't think he does.
He drinks and parties and
Oh, he does drink.
yeah.
But he's at the bar.
No. I think he does swear because he does the bear crap in the woods thing.
Oh, yeah. So the bear wiped his ass with a rabbit. Yeah.
Okay, so cussing, you get to live, but as soon as you
I think it's because
I
Ted,
think this because he didn't go back to the camp.
he didn't go. Yeah. He was just smart enough to stay at the bar, you know?
she's got some blue eyes.
Oh, yeah. Kirsten Baker, man. She was in the movie Midnight Madness with Michael J. Fox and a teen comedy, sort of a sleaze comedy called Teen Lust. But she didn't do much after this film. She may have been in a couple things, but I was always a Kirsten Baker fan, man.
Is that like the first handheld game? What was she playing there?
Yeah.
Isn't that football?
I think so, yeah.
Is that football there?
Pocket football?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Uh-huh.
That before
That's
Game
old
Boy?
school. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at this dancing. As a silent film.
Oh, white people.
It was funny. She just said, white man, checkmate.
Yeah.
Wrong white man.
Yeah, could you deliver a few of these lines for us here, since
Yeah.
our audio is kind of gone?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Can you play these people?
I can't handle this dancing.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm embarrassed for these people.
I'm embarrassed for that beret.
I'm embarrassed for the woman in the thing behind you.
Who is that?
She's not even in the movie.
No. Like, what happened? Oh,
It
I
was
guess
break time for the crew, and they just happened to get in the shot.
didn't all those? I guess the whole history of those people is they went to the bar too, didn't they?
Yeah, whoever didn't come back is still alive today.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
They lived to tell the tale that didn't get made in part 3.
Ooh, some Amy Steel flesh.
Mm.
Yeah, I used to not be a big fan of her until just recently. Like, the more and more I watch this film, I'm like, you know what? She was one of the main final girls that actually had her shit together.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't really lose her mind. Like, she kept her head on a swivel.
Right on. She jacked Jason up.
Yeah. Yeah. Didn't she, like, fucking use a chainsaw on him, too, or?
Ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Ain't no gas in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he throws all kinds of tools at these people.
Yeah. Okay, is this the part when? No, I don't think Crazy Ralph is here yet. But
That
He
was
just
his
passed.
shadow was there.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Why? What were you leading to?
Well, we should be getting there pretty soon because
Okay.
I believe Crazy Ralph, like the old fucking lecher that he is spying on Jenny.
He's a peeper.
Yeah, Jenny and Paul.
Hmm.
So this was actually, this is Walt Gorney here, Crazy Ralph. And one thing that I'm curious, I mean, maybe you guys can help me out, but I don't understand how he gets killed.
No, it's impossible.
Yeah. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about.
Suspension of disbelief.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
how.
it's a huge tree, right? Okay,
Yeah.
watch this.
Yeah, I mean, this is the
He
craziest
does some
fucking death.
David Copperfield stuff.
Yeah. He would have to reach through the tree, like, or
over the tree. Isn't it?
over the tree. Yeah, he'd already have to be like shimmying down the fucking tree.
So he's a squirrel.
Yeah.
Jason's a squirrel.
Yeah,
He's trying to get a nut, man.
yeah. He'd have to be going down the tree, I guess, or I don't know. Let's watch this shit. Like, yeah, that. How in the fuck?
He would have already had to have the wire around the tree already.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. He's probably like scaling it. You know how they climb
yeah.
trees? He
No,
just does it with barbed wire.
No.
That's not what Jason does.
So he's not a lumberjack. Lumberjack Jason.
Oh shit.
But I like how Jason like moves like a real person. He's not just like
He's not a zombie.
stealthy zombie dude who
Yeah.
can walk and just kill you eventually or whatever.
That-
He's like
He's like Cropsy.
Yeah, he's after you for real.
Yeah. He's a lot like Cropsy.
And Michael Myers in the first one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, Michael drove a car.
Before they were these unstoppable, yeah. Before they were these unstoppable like forces of nature, you know, like these supernatural forces, they were just normal dudes. Like Jason was just a backwoods fucking mongoloid,
Mm-hmm.
and I always thought they should have kept with that because I think that like after part 4, when he supposedly died, he became the zombie. Like part 6, he became the
Part 3 should have been dead
yeah, clearly.
twice
Yeah. Fucking axe right to the head. Yeah.
and hung.
Yeah. Yeah, he was hung. Yeah.
He was very, very strong.
Yeah.
One hand lifts himself
Do you
up.
think he found PCP? Do you think he was like, these campers, what do they have here? What is this?
Yeah.
He found some crazy leaves out there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So I think this is one of the biggest mysteries of the movie.
How that dog doesn't have dreadlocks walking through that stuff.
Like, do you think Muffin died?
Muffin is gone.
Yeah. I mean, they show like
That's
dogs.
Muffin now.
that's yeah, it's a dead giveaway showing the hot dogs.
dog.
Yeah. Because you know they had that whole end sequence, you know, where Jason like leaps through the window at the end, but you see Muffin come through, so it's like that could be like a dream sequence. I don't know.
Yeah. Because where's Paul?
I feel like this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because Paul was right there.
yeah. Paul never showed back up. I always thought that was crazy.
And didn't she ask him where Paul is at the
Oh.
end?
Uh huh. Yeah.
There it is. She's looking right at Jason.
Did she spike?
He's like, oh, busted.
Well, she's like Muffin looking right at him when it's a dog. She should have been like,
oh, it's just a guy with a camera.
yeah.
Move along.
She looked right into the.
She totally spiked.
She was looking right at the camera guy.
Foreshadowing to the chainsaw scene, I guess. Yep.
Yeah, she was just using it, so it's about out of gas now.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Who would you pick, Richard?
She's looking right at the camera too.
Yeah, they totally see
How do
Jason.
these people not see a huge camera in the bushes?
I know. Or a huge white fucking bag.
Yeah, that's what, like you see a dude wearing a bag on his head. Oh man.
What were you saying, Chad?
I was gonna say, which chick would you pick? Who's
Oh,
your number one?
if I had to choose, Terry.
Yeah.
Totally. Kirsten Baker, man, all the way. She had a bod from hell.
I think she just wears her pants way too high.
Well, you know. Her or
everybody in this
yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Well,
Her or Kirsten Baker?
her? No.
She's wearing her shorts too high
Kristen
as well.
Baker, they're like way up here.
Yeah.
But I'd have to agree with you. The blue eyes, dark hair.
Yeah. Well, and the whole like skinny dipping scene, man. When I saw that when I was little,
Oh,
I had a
I'm glad.
constant
I don't remember
boner.
this.
Constant boner.
Were you with your friends again?
Yeah. I think I was watching it with my friends. Yeah.
Man, I didn't miss out on it. I just kept mine to myself.
Yeah. Oh, it was impossible to not get wood watching these movies, man. What's Brent?
What is that?
What is he wearing?
Yeah, I was trying to wonder if that was like a pot, I was sitting here thinking he kind of looks like what would have happened if Jerry Seinfeld came out as a redhead.
Yeah, he does. He's got that Seinfeld look, man.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't determine if it was Seinfeld or John Turturro.
Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe if they had a baby.
John Turturro. Oh, yeah. I'm with you on the Seinfeld though. These two are always getting into some shit.
What are they doing? Looking for mushrooms out in the wood or muffins?
Camp Blood.
Camp Blood, yeah.
Okay,
They're doing what you're not supposed to do in these films.
so they're like
He was telling her no, and she was like, "Come on,
Yeah.
you know,
Uh-huh.
it's not a
Okay.
big deal. Let's go
Without
find it. I want to see it. I want to see it."
without
Yeah.
sound. It looks like they're going to look for muffins. Oh, I get some music.
Yeah.
I like it.
Really effective music.
Where do you rank this, Rocky?
Rank
Like
the-
with
the movie?
scores?
Oh yeah, it's up there. You know,
Yeah. And you notice that like it changed in every film.
barely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's barely different.
He always used a lot of the same
Oh, look, there it is.
Yeah.
You know what happened to Muffin.
well, that's a dog.
It's a dog.
That's
but
a
we
dog.
don't know.
See right there that
what
says
dog.
it's too mangled to tell. See, so you don't really know if it's Muffin or not. I think they kind of did that intentionally just
yeah,
to
yeah.
Okay, he kind of looks like John Travolta there.
yeah,
Blonde.
yeah.
Who is this sheriff guy?
I don't know, but he doesn't last long.
Oh, really? He seems like
He's not in the film for very long, trust me.
He won't stand for baloney.
You know the kill count in this one?
I don't know the body count right away. I would have to say maybe 10. I don't know. Let's see. How many people have died so far? We had Crazy Ralph. Well, we have Adrienne King at the beginning. She died. Who else has died so far? Is that it? Just
Crazy Ralph
she and Crazy Ralph.
and the dog.
and the dog, yeah. So you're going to have to count the dog. So we'll say 3 so far. And this cop will be
We're
number
on-
4.
yeah, we're
so
up upon the next one now.
Chad, if you can help me keep up with the body count.
What'd you say, number 4?
The cop will be 4.
If we count the dog, yes.
Yep. You're gonna have to count the dog. I mean, that dog was fucking butchered. It had to have been Jason. He got hungry.
Or was it the cop?
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
What was the count again?
We're calling it 4.
4.
Yeah. And in the first one, no cops died in the
Oh.
first one, did they? That's a cool shot.
Ooh, I think I remember this one.
Do you remember this death?
I think so. That's another thing. It says state police, I think, there, and I don't think his uniform does.
No. He is totally not state police.
Man. Did he see him?
Like, why would you run
Ooh,
after...
This is another one. He's running him like a mile, and then he comes out and he's not sweating.
Oh, yeah.
He did
yeah.
fix his hair though.
While he
saw
was
him.
running.
I saw him.
While he was running.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this dude ran a mile through the woods.
Yeah.
He's
don't
doing
know.
really good.
He is.
You got to be in okay shape to be a cop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somewhat.
He's dedicated, though, man. I don't know if I would chase after a dude like that.
Man. He just
Especially-
ran
He
into
thinks
that
it's those
tree,
kids.
too.
He thinks it's the kids.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's true. Yeah. He does think
'Cause
there's
he-
some more tomfoolery going around.
Yeah, he just busted those kids in the woods. So he's wanting to get on to them.
Dude, he's at it. He's like a
I like,
rabid
I like when
dog.
he comes to the puddle, he doesn't know what to do.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's a rock.
Yes.
Thank God. I almost had to stop and turn back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This dude is gonna have a cardiac arrest anytime.
Yeah.
I was thinking, man.
Well, look at him right there, though.
Like earlier when we first met him, I was like, man, this dude drinks a lot. This dude drinks a lot. He
Oh, yeah.
doesn't have a chance.
Yeah. Well,
And then he-
obviously, I mean, look at him. He's kind of got like the bulbous nose and the red face.
This dude wants to be the Texas Ranger.
He's doing his best.
But then immediately after my mind goes, this dude drinks a lot, he runs a mile.
See, I don't know if I would have gone as far as this guy has gone. Like, if I saw like some creepy little, just creepy little fucking place out in the middle of nowhere like that, and it was all dilapidated and rotten, I don't know if I would go any further. I would call for backup.
Is this
There
the
is
same
no
house?
backup.
Was this house in one?
Yeah, this was part of the original camp in the first one. I think so. Or was this just something that Jason built?
I thought this was just the thing that
Jason
done.
built.
Yeah.
Well, I know in this one, aren't they at another camp that's right next to the closed Crystal Lake?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the teenagers, shit, what is their name? Jeff and Sandra. They did go past the no trespassing, the barrier.
Yeah.
So they were obviously on the old campground.
You see his eyes? He is about to die. Like,
This dude is actually still alive, man. He just
Really?
he recently did an interview on the Crystal Lake Memories. Oh,
ow,
shit.
fudge.
Hammer to the fucking dome.
Dude, that hurts. Like, I can feel that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've worked with too many hammers and been hit by them. Oh,
Yeah. But that dude is actually alive and well, man. He did an interview recently on the Crystal Lake Memories Blu-ray where they had a lot of the BTS footage.
yeah. Didn't they
interviews.
put out a documentary BTS of all the?
Yeah, the Crystal,
like
And it was
Crystal
3
Lake
hours
Memories.
long, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was
Yeah, yeah.
good. I
Yeah.
watched it.
Real good documentary.
Oh man, yeah, those blue eyes are really nice.
Oh, Kirsten Baker, yeah. Jonathan Sheck.
Get him out of there. I need to be there.
Russell Todd, actually, the Jonathan Sheck lookalike, he was in Chopping Mall too, the Jim Wynorski film. You ever seen that, Chopping Mall? With the Killbots?
No, I keep trying to get you to put it in. I think I've dropped the hint 1,000 times.
Oh, we'll watch the dick out of that one.
I just seeing the cover. Just seeing
The music's really good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What I've seen of the movie, though.
I love.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know.
so have you seen it?
I mean, it's a
I've seen
it's
some
a,
of it.
It's
yeah.
a B film, totally.
Well, unfortunately, I grew up on them, so it's like, I mean, I'm a big Troma fan,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and they're pretty. They could get pretty gnarly.
It was really sad what happened to this Mark guy, the Tom McBride, the wheelchair dude.
Yeah.
Not getting a machete to the face or anything.
Besides that,
yeah. Besides that, he I think he may have died of AIDS in '95.
Oh man.
Wow.
But
Ouch.
he was actually like a gay dude. Like he he would not. Apparently, there was like several advances to sleep with him. I think the Lauren Marie Taylor chick, the chick in the movie who really has a crush on him. I think she had a crush on him in real life, and he, of course, he was gay. So, but
I was just kind of thinking he looked like the dude that played Superman in the Smallville series. I can't think of the guy's name.
yeah. Oh, drawing a blank.
Isn't that the dude from the Fog remake?
Yep, it is.
Yes.
It is.
That guy.
What is that? Yeah, that dude.
Oh man, is she about to get it?
Favorite scene ever.
Tell me she's not about to get it.
Getting close. Getting close. I always thought her character should have lasted longer, man.
She's so fit.
Oh, she's excellent. She has got some bodacious New York boobs.
She's just fit. How many squats do you think she does?
She has to do a lot of squats.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Dude, I would love to go to a bar like this, man. They have a casino there? What the fuck?
This is backwoods Arkansas.
Yeah. I believe this is the scene with Kirsten Baker Nudity. I think she springs up out of the water. Oh, no, not yet.
Every day, I think probably 24/7, she's in the gym.
Yeah. And what's crazy is she did that Midnight Madness movie with Michael J. Fox. It was like a Disney movie. She did that, and then she went to this.
Got to pay the bills, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Got to keep the lights on.
Man.
Tan lines. You got to have tan lines.
She keeps my lights on.
That's something from the 80s. The chicks had tan lines.
Yeah. I miss that.
I miss the tan lines from the 80s.
Yeah. See, when I was growing up, I thought that that's what chicks were supposed to be like. I know me and you have talked about this all the time. And then when we grew up, when we went to high school, the chicks were no longer like that anymore. They had changed. Mm. I always wanted me like an 80s chick, because these in many cases, like watching these movies with like, these were the times where like I developed my first crush, and I remember having a huge crush on Tiffany Helm.
Yep. We grew up thinking life was like horror movie.
Yeah. Do you remember Tiffany Helm from the fifth one? The girl who played Violet, the chick who was doing the fucking robot. She was in the fifth one.
The girl from the fifth one. Come on.
Yeah.
You sure you're not a Freddy fan?
I am. Okay.
But Tiffany Helm, I remember when I was a kid, I had the biggest crush on her. Oh, there goes some boobage.
Did I miss it? Damn it. Oh, well, at least
it was a quick shot, yeah.
Does she get killed for being naked?
Yeah.
Is it a sin? She gets killed. It equals death in Jason's world.
If you get naked, you got to go.
If you're in this movie, you're most likely gonna die.
Yeah. I don't really think it matters. Like in these films,
if you're not Amy Steele, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
I mean,
we've got Bush. Got Bush.
You sure that's not a really dark tan line?
Oh,
I like her blue eyes. I'm a sucker for blue eyes.
She's got some really pretty eyes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And this guy, Jonathan Sheck, he's loving every minute of it. Oh. He thinks it's funny. I mean, this is like borderline rape.
This is the beginning of borderline rape.
Does he get her killed?
She gets him killed in a sense. Well,
he gets himself killed.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the dude from Entourage. Really?
Without the afro.
Look at him. He needs a tan. Man.
I'll let you hang, you pervert.
Come on.
You gonna cut the crap?
I mean, other than swimming naked, has she been promiscuous yet?
No.
She showed her junk.
Yeah, I mean, she flashed her boobs to
You're
Jason.
dead.
Yeah. Jason was watching her. He saw the tits. She's got to go.
My mama said.
Yeah. So yeah, she I guess right here she's looking.
Man.
She's coming back to the camp to get something to cut him down, and I can't remember. I think he dies before she does.
Can we have a chick
Yeah.
in another movie like
That's a cool
where
I love that shot when she comes up and she sort of breaks the fourth wall there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. That's one of the most memorable shots of this movie. I don't know why.
I remember in the commercial, that's like one of those just things that stick out at you like, oh my gosh.
How she just kind of popped
Yeah,
up
it's
like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And this coming up, it didn't show you everything, but in the commercial, it's like, oh, snap.
Yeah. They get the hair grab, I think, or
Yeah.
something. You know,
that part.
I hate how, like, this film, I mean, it's cool, but, like, I mean, I get it, but the dull side of the machete.
Oh, I was just about to say.
Yeah. The dull side
I've
of the
never
machete.
seen that before.
Yeah. And they did it with Mark in the wheelchair, too, remember?
Yeah.
Like, when he gets it to the face, it's the dull side of the machete.
So that's 5 right there, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Man, she's really got some abs.
She is fit. Yes. And I want to say that.
Why can't she survive and go on?
I know. So I wanted her to be the final girl. Like
no, die.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
no.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
At least they didn't show her die.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th is good about that. Like, their off-screen kills are actually really cool.
Yeah. They know when to do it.
Yeah.
Seems like they know when to do it. Oh. Look at this guy with the camouflage hat. Look at that dude. Like
I like how that dude's singing and there's no singing going on.
if I had like, give me like 2 or 3 beers, I'd be dancing like that.
This whole part's really cool, though, the conversation they have here.
Yeah, and it gets us out of the camp. I
Yeah.
like that. Like, they always kind of have that moment. In part 3, they did the same thing too when Rick and Chris go out in the woods, and they kind of have that little expositional moment where it talks about the background of Jason a little bit. But yeah,
we gotta watch part 3. We gotta watch that.
Oh, we'll watch it next. We will totally.
We will watch that next. We'll break our sequel rule,
Yeah.
like part 2 rule.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
There's no rules when it comes to horror, man. Fucking watch.
Yes,
what-
there is. Everybody must die.
Yeah, in that aspect, yeah. But yeah, we will totally watch the shit out of 3.
In 3D.
Yeah, we can watch the whole damn series for all I care.
Yeah.
At some point, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah,
We're gonna watch
Yeah.
everything.
yeah. Well, and honestly, like 2 and 3 would make a good double feature.
Yeah.
Because it was directed by the same dude. Just they kind of have the same formula, like the same kind of
Until you
paradigm.
actually see Jason, it's really a direct sequel, like
Yeah.
running right through, like,
Yeah.
at the same time period.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see Jason. It's like, what happened?
Yeah, I know. It looks totally
He
different.
lost all his hair in like 4 hours.
Yeah, I never got that either because like the part 3 takes place like the next day.
Yeah.
Which I guess is technically it'd be Saturday the 14th in part 3.
Yes.
Could this movie done with a Wilhelm?
Yeah, I've never understood why there's not a Wilhelm scream in any of the Friday the 13th. They should.
Who
They
would it
should've
have been
done it.
him, the redhead? That's how he survived. Jason just said, "I'm sorry," and it goes, "Rah," or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or could Jason do what's the other scream?
Oh, the Howie.
The Howie.
The
Let
Howie
Jason just go. It'd be like he's kind of hulking.
Oh yeah. This was actually before the Howie scream. I think was even invented.
Wow.
I think.
Would you put one in the next chapter?
Totally. Oh, Wilhelms have always got to be used.
Uh-oh. Is this the first couple that has sex or are they just going to get it for making out?
Yeah, this couple totally has sex. It's about to happen.
Okay, so that's what happens to them.
Yep.
Man.
That's what happens when you walk around braless.
Yes.
Yeah. Have you noticed that this dude is always like being pulled by her? Like she's always dragging him to like do bad shit.
And he's going to pay for it.
And it's like
It's her fault.
He was wanting to play video games.
He could have been at the bar with the rest of them and not come back and not die.
Yeah.
But no.
Oh, he was trying to go to the bar, wasn't he?
Who's the girl in the purple?
That's Lauren Marie Taylor.
She's cute too.
She's really cute. Yeah. And she was almost a final girl because I believe she's the last to die. But you remember she kind of had this moment where like, she's kind of virginal and innocent, but then she starts getting ready for, wheelchair dude here. And she's like, oh, I'm about to fuck him. And she puts the joint in her mouth. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So she's slowly but surely starting to lose her innocence. Yeah. Fucking harmonicas are an aphrodisiac.
The dude's laugh in this is hilarious. What is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I could hear it.
Oh man, it's ridiculous. That dude totally wants to.
With
be
that
John
hair, he kind of
Travolta.
looks like John Travolta. I was thinking he kind of looks like Bon Jovi right there.
It kind of does. It does.
Yep. Yeah, he's wanted dead,
Or
and that's it. Period.
Oh yeah. And
wait, did she inhale?
I don't know.
We don't know. Kind of like the dog. We just don't know.
That dog's dead.
So
Yeah.
is she.
Yeah. Yep. The females are really aggressive in this one, man. The females are wanting to get laid more than the dudes, seems like. Well, with the exception of Scott. I guess he was kind of the pervert.
Nice louvers. Oh, is this? No, you said she was next to last.
She is, I think she's the last to die. I'm not sure.
You turkey.
Terry, you turkey. Yeah, and I don't know if this chick ever went on to be in anything else. I haven't seen her in any other movies. But a lot of people, with the exception of Kevin Bacon from the first one, of course, but like part 4, that had like the most famous people in it.
Right.
Like, I don't feel like a lot of people from these films really went on to bigger and better things.
Is she stealing somebody's underwear?
She may be stealing Terry's.
I think she is. Listen to the music. You steal underwear? You put a joint in your mouth?
Yeah.
That's a death sentence.
He should take pity.
Doesn't she
She was giving a guy in a wheelchair play. Jason should at least let them go.
She's gonna spray her junk down.
Yeah, she sprays it on her muff.
One more.
Yep, you got to get
There
the
you
muff.
go.
Dude, she's totally dead.
Yeah.
She.
You're not supposed
I
to
think
spray
she's
it.
my favorite now.
You're not supposed to spray it directly on the genitalia. You're not, like I was told, because I used to spray cologne right directly on my balls. And,
Did that burn?
Yeah, it burned.
I bet it did.
Especially if I shaved my balls. But
That's just
I was told
asking
to
for
never
it.
do that. I was told that you have to spray cologne on top of the underwear.
Oh man.
And not directly on the junk.
So you don't go full labia.
No. Like, I'm surprised that didn't burn her, man. Like, you got to go over the panties.
Hey, it's just a movie.
Yep.
Man, I bet you're right. She would be on fire right now.
Mm-hmm.
She'd be hot. No pun intended.
These these were cool. These were cool shots, man.
She's wearing brown panties. It's
Camouflage.
Yeah.
Yes. Of all the colors. Did she pull a dildo out or was that a stick of dynamite? I mean, she sprayed her junk. She pulls a dildo out of a car. This chick's getting worse.
What is that dynamite?
Oh shit! Mark's about to get it. What's the body count up to now? We're at 5, right? No, 6.
Yeah,
We at
6.
6. Okay, cool. So about to be.
Hey, I like his shirt. It says 81.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this the only movie with a wheelchair?
As far as a handicapped person getting killed, I
Or
think.
just a person in a wheelchair?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
They did have the wheelchair kid in Nightmare 3,
Okay. Well,
but I
then
believe this was the only cripple that gets killed in the Friday the 13th
I think
series.
I've seen this one the most then because I
This one?
remember the guy in the wheelchair the most.
And you never notice how like Jason's not behind him right here at all, and then it appears that he's behind him right here, and all of a sudden he just boom just pops out of fucking nowhere. Like where was Jason?
And oh,
Because in the reverse angle you don't see him at all. Is he hanging
No.
from the fucking rafters?
Cinema magic.
oh wow.
I always like how they
They get you off with sex and violence.
yeah, I always like how the dude just rolled down the fucking stairs in the wheelchair and then they cut to just an orgasm, you know. But
Was that a boner moment for you?
oh, that was
That lady's totally like just munching on his Adam's apple.
yeah.
I was like, that's just nasty.
I know it was all sweaty and salty.
So you've munched down on an Adam's apple.
Oh yeah,
before.
yeah. Oh yeah. I know my Adam's apples, man.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and this is I guess
This
that
is so. Oh man.
I always
no.
thought Jason should have wore that mask.
That would
Oh, that would've been different.
very
That would have
cool.
been sick, yeah.
With that mask, he would have kind of looked like Hatchet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Victor Crowley.
Crowley. Yeah.
And apparently, like this scene right here, supposedly Carl Fullerton did some badass special effects for this scene. And even on the back on the cover, like you can look on the back and see that this scene was cut because you never see the spear actually penetrate. And like this, I mean, it just pisses me off because this could have been an awesome kill. And this was actually directly ripped off from a movie called Twitch of the Death Nerve by Mario Bava. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It was called Bay of Blood, and it had Bay of Blood. I think was the alternate title, but it's called Twitch of the Death Nerve, and it was an old Italian film from like early '70s, and they had that same kind of death right there, where the two lovers get speared.
Yeah.
So obviously, this film, lifted that. I don't know if they were paying homage to it. Sean Cunningham, the guy who did the first one, claims that he had never seen any of Mario Bava's like early films, and so he claims that a lot of the deaths were not ripped off. But if you watch Friday the 13th part, especially 1 and 2, you can tell that there's a lot of Bava influence, especially from Twitch of the Death Nerve. So what's the body count now, Chad? That would be
7, 8.
Oh, wait a minute. That was just 2, so that had to have been
That's what I'm saying. You said 6 a minute ago, so 7, 8.
okay. So it's 8. Yeah.
Good thing she was out in the rain.
Yeah.
Wait, she's got pants on. Last time I saw her, she had underwear.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's too cold.
She was a cute
Where's
girl.
that? What'd she do with the dynamite?
She's smuggling dynamite now.
So she's gonna blow Jason up.
cool shot.
Would you say that was a classic death scene though for the Jason series?
The spear? Yeah, totally. It's one of the more memorable kills, even though it got cut short.
Rocky, which
I
one
think
stands
this one
out?
is too. I think this is a really cool one.
Oh,
Yeah.
so she's about
It's
to
not
bite
as
the dust.
you know the goriest or anything like that, but
They actually don't really show.
you don't see it. That's what I think. That's kind of cool the way they did it.
I think you see a little bit of the blood come out of her mouth, but yeah, I'm with you because it's the
it's
first time
going
you see
to it.
Jason.
It's
Yeah.
like-
This was a really scary moment for
think
me
he
when I
has
was a kid.
like a busted
Boom.
thumbnail or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ow!
Oh boy.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh,
This is-
gnarly!
this
He's
is
really
so sick.
bruised. Looks like Jason fucked his face.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Rocky. Like this shot right here, this is a really iconic shot with, the knife just being in the foreground. And even though you don't see her really, you don't see the knife penetrate.
It's like a little bit of
boom.
blood.
Yeah. Fades to
There it
white, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
No.
Yeah, that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It just isn't, it didn't show much, but that was the first time I guess you see
Yeah.
Baghead Jason in full effect.
And it's like nothing you can do. You're
Yeah.
totally backed up, and the way it's lit and shot,
Mm-hmm.
you get it.
Yeah.
You get how much trouble that lady's in right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Man.
There's a lot of light coming off that 8-track player in there.
And supposedly this shot right here, when she's being dragged down the stairs, that was the actress really being dragged down the stairs.
Man, she's a trooper.
Yeah. To do that, yeah.
In the original cut, you hear her go, ouch, ouch,
Yeah.
ouch.
Yep.
Ugh.
No, that was from the sex scene earlier.
From here on out, there is nothing good happening to these people.
So
These kids smoke better dope than I do. Yeah, and see, you notice that, like, I guess after the first 3 Friday the 13th films, the formula started changing a little bit. Because, like, in the first film, you had Bill and Alice, who kind of noticed that everybody was missing, and they stumbled upon the bloody bed. And then in this one, you have Paul and Jenny, and they're kind of like, they're figuring stuff out. And then in the third one, it
And
was
bodies just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
yeah.
like they're hidden.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
The first 4 Friday films seem like they did that quite a bit, where the guy and the girl start slowly discovering that everybody's missing, and
Right.
it builds this, this undeniable suspense, and then Jason pops up, and the dude always gets it, and then you're down to the final girl.
Exactly.
Really, really good moments in these films, but I feel like after the 4th one, they kind of went away from that.
4 is with fake Jason, right?
No, that's the
No, that's right. That's because Tommy, older Tommy's in that one.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 5.
Part
Is that
5
what-
is the
yeah.
one with Imposter Roy. Yeah,
Oh, Roy.
yeah.
Baghead Jason also has that 70s feel.
Yeah, well, they took this from I don't know if they ripped it off, but the
It
town
totally looks like it.
the town that dreaded sundown.
Yeah.
yeah, Baghead Jason. I wonder if that's where they got that from. I always thought that they did, but
It feels real 70s.
mm-hmm. Oh my god, shit.
The music, man, it's really going off right now.
Yeah, this is Harry Manfredini's claim to fame, or these movies. Like, I'm sure he scored a shitload of other films, but
Yeah, he's done other stuff, and it's like nothing like you're gonna listen to compared to this.
yeah. Yeah. This was always a really effective moment for me too when I was a kid. Like, it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, my heart's going pretty fast right now.
Yeah.
Like, that music kicked in, and you're like,
I think that's just the sativa you just smoked.
wait, what?
Da 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 da.
Yeah. Boom.
Ah!
Shit. Yeah.
You gotta love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I know it's kind of cliche to say this, but I mean, they really don't make films like this anymore.
Nope.
They don't. I mean, Adam Green, I think, kind of touched on it with the Hatchet films, with Victor Crowley and stuff. But even then, like those films had the kills.
It's not as serious though.
It's not as serious. No,
Yeah.
it's real tongue in cheek, and like you can tell that he's paying homage to these films. But like, you know, the Hatchet films to me were it was a body count and cool like gore sequences. But these
And
films,
even the kills were funny though.
yeah.
It's like, oh snap! They just ripped that lady's jaw off.
Yeah,
That's the fun part of the Hatchets.
Yeah.
for me.
yeah. That was the best part of the
That's
Hatchet
why we
films,
watch
yeah.
them because they're fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And even these, you know, the kills are fun to watch in these, but there's still suspense.
Oh yeah,
I'll tell you what I like is Wolf Creek
Yeah,
1 and 2.
yeah.
Wolf Creek. Yeah,
It makes the kills fun.
yeah. Those and even Wolf Creek 2, man. Wolf
Oh,
Creek
yeah.
2 was
Yeah.
It took it to another level.
yeah. I miss summer camp slashers.
Yeah.
You know, I guess it was more of an '80s thing. I
Okay,
mean,
so you're 6
So
pages in on the next chapter.
I started to say that.
Yeah.
Where's that new one at? You know,
I'm gonna have to get to
it's
writing
up to
it.
us, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do it. I'll get to work on this script right now.
Boom.
Man, that was crazy. Jason with the moves.
What, Jason popping up like that?
Yeah, he just
Oh, he don't play in
he
this,
just-
man.
what
Dude,
he-
he
that's
just
what he
double.
does, man.
It's like he double dribbled and then went down. He
And
did
he's
a,
on top of the car now.
He did a crossover on her.
He's jumping things
Oh,
now.
Jason is definitely more agile and athletic in the
With one eye.
yeah
Yes.
yeah
He's no joke.
yeah. You know, supposedly Steve Dash had problems seeing out of that fucking thing, and they had to get some double-sided tape and stick it to his face so he could see out of the hole better. That would be a fucking nightmare, you know.
That's insane.
I can only imagine what the stunt people went through to make these films.
This is a totally different Jason.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, he's running,
Mm-hmm.
and even in part 3, he runs, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
Yeah. And now in part 4, Jason's running his ass off.
Is it after he dies and he comes back that he's like, oh man,
It's a whole nother deal after that.
arthritis is a bitch?
Yeah, yeah. Fucking
He's
Rick.
like, oh,
Rick-
I can walk and still kill people.
Or
Never
yeah,
mind.
yeah, yeah.
Or no, yeah, he's like, y'all talk about arthritis. Try rigor mortis.
Yeah, he's got rigor mortis. Yeah, exactly. That like when he became zombie Jason, he definitely walked and stalked more. And Kane Hodder mastered those movements. But dude, when you watch the early Jason films, like with him running, oh, it just adds so much more suspense.
And the build and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's believable. That's a real guy that lives in the woods and he's gonna kill you now
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yes.
for really no reason except for he thinks you're doing things that his mom told him were bad.
yeah, yeah.
So now you gotta die
Mm-hmm.
with any object that will destroy you.
Yeah, yeah.
Hammers.
Well, and it got see they kind of touch on it in this one. Like he's a menacing dude and he's a backwoods hick, but like I like the whole child psychology aspect in this one. The fact that she has that background,
Yeah.
because she kind of she makes him more of a sympathetic character at the end. You know how she tries to like dress up as his mom.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes it seem like Jason's not that bad of a dude. He's just misunderstood.
Oh, he's misunderstood. All right. Stay out of my Macabre woods, or else.
Yeah,
You see the no trespassing sign?
yeah.
Mhm.
Now, Chad, are you more of a machete fan, or do you like the pitchfork?
I like machete.
Yeah, I mean
Even-
that's definitely Jason's classic weapon.
I like
yeah.
machete the right way,
Yeah,
not backwards.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like it the right way.
yeah. You like it when he doesn't kill with the dull end.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
But
like
it hurts.
machete
Hurts
the
twice
right
as
way.
much when you get killed with the dull side.
yeah, yeah. I like the
You
pitchfork.
force it
though.
into the face.
I'd have to say that like I like the pitchfork because it gives Jason this nice rural look.
Well, yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I will agree. Like because now he has that once you see him, right?
Mhm.
Before you see him, he has the machete,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we saw him with a butcher knife just a minute ago.
Yeah,
he
oh,
goes
yeah.
from one to the other. Like he's
Yeah.
just stored weapons all over the camp.
Jason's always been pretty versatile with his weapon use. He just changes it up.
What?
He
man.
didn't even know that spear was going to be there. He's like, oh,
no,
a spear.
No, yeah.
You die with this now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay, now this scene right here, guys,
Oh yeah.
I used to think that it was the rat pissing.
Mm-mm.
That's Jenny pissing. She pisses.
Oh, really? You hear
Yeah.
pee right here?
Well, you see it like right there. Yeah, that's her.
Oh.
Yeah, and I always thought it was the rat peeing, but see, the rat's up by her fucking face.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I always thought that was just a really real moment.
Yeah.
You know, because in that situation, you probably would do that. You'd probably lose control of your bodily functions.
Oh man, I feel my bodily functions right now just thinking that I'm gonna see this totally different now.
Yeah.
I never gave it. I didn't even really.
Oh, sucky.
Well, and the only reason why,
That's
the only reason that I had kind of deduced that was because I had watched the documentary recently, The Crystal Lake Memories, and they had a shot list. They showed a shot list, and it described the shot as Jenny Peas or something like that. You know,
wow.
Yeah, it was.
Oh man. Do you think that was a stressful day on set to film that shot of him falling out of that chair and breaking that prop?
I bet it was stressful as crap. Him getting hit with that chainsaw. Did you see that spark? I bet he's got a steel plate in there so he wouldn't get cut.
Seems like
she really hit him with that. I bet.
Seems
Guaranteed.
Just be another day at the office for Steve Dash.
Yeah. Did you get it? Yeah, we got it. Let's go.
Yeah.
And it's not raining.
This is
awesome.
This is a really good one.
Mm-hmm. I love part 2, man. I mean,
is awesome.
It's underrated for
well,
sure.
I'm liking going back and because I've seen it, but most recently I've seen the later ones because we watched Manhattan one time and we watched 7.
We watched 7, yeah, and 7 has its moments, but something about the early '80s era, man, you can't touch it. And it's kind of like what we've been talking about. Like, they don't take the whole tongue-in-cheek approach. At some point, like in the mid '80s, remember horror got kind of funny.
Like
got
Sleepaway Camp 2.
Sleepaway Camp 2, yeah. Yeah.
But he got the hockey mask, and look at what that did to him.
Mm-hmm.
I like that shot.
Yeah,
I mean, it created an icon, with the hockey mask. That is definitely like when I don't even know who came up with the idea to use the hockey mask in the third one, but
hockey mask scared me for my whole life.
Yeah.
As a kid, you just see a hockey mask and you would think Jason.
Yeah. One of the most memorable images for me too was in the third one when the fucking power is out and the stoner dude goes down into the cellar and like he flicks the lights on.
Chong.
Yeah, Chong. Yeah, yeah. And he flips. He fucks with the fuse or the breaker or whatever, and the lights kick on, and you see Jason just right behind him with that hockey mask. That was one of the most memorable images for me. I remember because the hockey mask did scare me too.
I'll tell you what, not hearing the audio, but being able to hear the score at times and basically watch a silent film, this is really good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The score is definitely another character to this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And just watching the cuts, like they work without, hearing anything.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great silent film.
Yeah. And like Harry Manfredini's score seems to tell a story.
Oh man.
There's not much melody at all. It's a lot of very chaotic things going on. Lots of like drony,
like
string sections.
Bernard Herrmann type strings.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
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 And that drony feel. I think we have some going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the little sprinkles of the piano with lots of echo and really building that ambiance.
Yeah. And I forgot Betsy Palmer did a cameo here for the mother part. She apparently caught a lot of shit for doing this role in the first one.
She was like a legit actor.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, why are you doing that?
Yeah, yeah. Kind of like Donald Pleasance in Halloween when he signed on to do that. He probably didn't think that film was going to see the light of day, and it ended up giving him an awesome career, just like this one gave Betsy Palmer I don't know if it really did much for her career, but she was probably most known for her role as Mrs. Voorhees.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't think of one other movie that she's done, but I guarantee you she doesn't go into Walmart and somebody's like, oh, that's that lady from that one movie nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, snap, that's Jason's mom.
Yeah. There goes Terry.
Ow. Fuck.
Yeah. I always wondered why he drug Kirsten Baker back to his lair. You think he was going to rape her? Do you think Jason rapes?
Jason gets lonely, man.
Yeah, I mean, this Jason rapes.
This is raper Jason.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, because from here on, he's like, I can't rape. I've got to kill these bitches. I take them back and I try to rape. I get a little rapey, and they really fucked me up.
You know what? He wouldn't. I don't think he would do that because his mom's watching him.
That's
He's
true.
He's not gonna do nothing like
Yeah.
Okay, good point.
Yeah. In his
that. Maybe
eyes,
he takes him to the other room.
Yeah.
It's like, Mom's not here now.
Yeah, it seems like in his eyes, his mom was always watching him.
Ooh.
You know.
Yeah.
The score.
Those strings are so good.
Oh yeah. You know what I hate too is like they kind of got away from the whole mother subplot in the later in the later
they
ones.
didn't care nothing about Mom and the rest of them.
No.
Could you work Mom?
Hmm?
Could you work Mom into the next chapter?
Oh, totally. Yeah. I always thought that
Would you
was
go deeper? Would she be an abusive mother, or would you?
I don't know if I'd show much about the background on like how he was raised and stuff, but I do think that like the whole subplot of the mother thing kind of ties into like it was real effective the way that if you compare this to Psycho, like the original screenwriter of the first one, Victor Miller, he said that he basically took the elements of Psycho and reversed it to where like, you know, the mom was doing the killing and the son was dead.
I can see that.
Yeah. And did you know that the interesting trivia here, like the screenwriter for this one, Ron Kurtz, or Kurz, he was a ghostwriter for the first one. I always thought Victor Miller was the screenwriter for the first one, and apparently he was. I mean, he was credited as the screenwriter, but Ron Kurtz apparently did a lot of the ghostwriting, and he was hired on to do this second one. But little factoid.
Way to go. Good job.
Yeah, this was a well-written movie. I mean,
Dude, it's great.
yeah.
This one just blows the first one away to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
I
man.
agree.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to
I
have to...
agree.
I love the first one, though. I mean,
I like the first one too. I mean, you can't have the rest of them without the first one.
yeah.
So, I mean, I definitely appreciate it. And, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. But
You have to give birth to Jason.
This one is
Well,
just like everything you liked about the first one, and then, okay, now
Well,
here's this.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
definitely bumped it up a notch, you know. But I'm like the one thing that's always bothered me though is the fact that Jason is alive, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even though it was inevitable if they were going to make a sequel to the first one just because of its, you know, monetary success, but like it is kind of cheesy how they just brought Jason back. Like, I don't know. I mean, he's such an iconic character now that.
So you feel Jason was dead?
Yeah.
He was dead in the
Yeah,
first one.
yeah, I agree.
He, wasn't
He
supposed-
was dead.
He was not supposed to be there.
Right.
Right,
And
yeah.
that's the reason why Tom Savini didn't do this one. He was like, clearly Jason is dead. Like, you know, and
Why was his mom mad if Jason was actually still alive?
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It almost kind of I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. But I love the first one because the first one was a who done it.
Yeah.
You didn't know who was doing the killing and
The plot twist was great.
yeah.
So
Perfect.
is Jason actually a revenge flick?
The first one, yeah, totally.
Or no, is Jason motivated by revenge? These motherfuckers killed
Yeah.
my mom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Muffin. Muffin's back.
Yeah. But it's like we were talking about earlier. That
Yeah.
this has got to be a
Yeah,
dream.
what is really going on here?
Yeah, because like he was saying, Paul never turns back up,
Nope.
and I always kind of like how this. Oh shit! Here goes Warrington Gillette.
Oh, so y'all said that guy looks like that guy? Oh,
That looks like the same dude without
Yeah.
makeup.
Oh yeah,
He has better teeth though.
Warrington Gillette and his only shot in the movie.
Yeah. He gets all the credit.
Yeah.
wow.
Yep. But
That
I don't know,
makeup
that
is
that
great. That
Jason-
makeup
That
is
make
really
that,
good.
yeah, that Jason
job,
looks really
yeah.
cool.
Carl Fullerton, man. And I don't know. I love the first one. Just do you remember how scary it was when the chick's going to bed in the first one and she starts hearing the voice outside in the rain.
Man, I don't remember.
Yeah, it was like a help me. It was creepy, you know, and the chick goes outside and you don't know if it's Jason or if it's, you know, his mom. Obviously it was
The hitchhiker's car ride that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like, because you get this POV of something that you have no idea what is going on.
Yeah.
And then that turns out really bad.
Yeah, the mystery of the first one is great, you know. But I do admit, as far as like them giving birth to Jason in this one as a full grown man, like I mean, this one's awesome. You can't touch it. I mean, the first 4 for me are fucking great.
Yeah.
I totally see the Victor Crawley in the like.
Yeah. And they even got Kane Hodder to play Victor Crowley too. You know?
Right.
But so yeah, that was Friday the 13th dose. But yeah,
Man.
production
epic right
script
there.
supervisor Martin Kitrosser. Interesting trivia here. He wrote the third one. He was the screenwriter for the third one.
Nice. Moving up in the world.
Yeah, a lot of people moved up because Steve Miner, the director of 2 and 3, helped out on the first one. I don't know if he was like a key PA or associate producer or something, or maybe a first AD. But he graduated to the next level, and Frank Mancuso went on to produce 3, but yeah.
Hairstyles by.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, you can totally tell, man. These their hairstyles were on fleek. Yeah,
Yes, they were.
Yeah, I just said that.
But
Yeah. So yeah, Friday the 13th too. I mean, I guess we've all kind of blown our loads on how much we like this one. But I suppose we move on to the review part of it as we see the Paramount logo to take us out of it.
4.
Oh, it's that. It's when it goes to something else.
Yeah.
It trips out.
Yeah.
All right, review part. Oh,
Check.
Check.
No.
check. We're picking up over here.
Check.
So the recorder's recording. We just don't
Check.
hear.
Ah.
That's weird. The volume goes way down depending on what the player is doing.
But we're definitely live.
We are
Yeah.
live. Check.
Yep.
So
I give it a 4.
a 4.
5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
I'll
to
go 4.
I'm gonna have to go with 4. I mean, the reason why is it's not a perfect film. It had its flaws. I mean, but all in all, I mean, it's a great film. I mean, I can't really say much else about it. I feel like we covered a lot of ground just when we were watching it.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's
that good. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't wait.
yeah. Yeah, Chad. I'll move to you first. I want to hear your opinion on it.
Man. TNA.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fit.
Yeah.
Fit. No brawls.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think about the death scenes? Do you feel like those were pretty effective?
Yeah.
What death scenes?
Yeah. He's like tits.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah. Yes. No. I just saw. Yeah. Boy, there was a comic book image that went, but that's another day. Yeah. They were pretty awesome. Man, they won.
They? Who's they?
How do you feel? How do
The
you feel?
boobs, man, the boobs.
How do you feel about?
There was 9 people killed.
Oh, was that the body count?
9.
Oh, nice. So I wonder if the first one had more. or if do you think they might have topped the body count in this one?
I think there's more. I think there's more in this one.
Yeah.
I think there's more people in this one.
Yeah.
Seems like there's more.
I like the backwoods Jason.
Yeah, Baghead Jason. He's fucking awesome.
Like, I mean, honestly, when Jason gets the freaking hockey mask, he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm cool now. I'm cool."
Yeah.
I like this.
Texarkana Jason, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rocky, what are your thoughts on it? I mean, does it bring back childhood memories?
I mean, there's nothing you can say that's bad about this movie for me. Every time I watch it, yeah, it's just as good as like the last time I've watched it. You know, and I say that like every year. You know, it's like, wow, I hadn't seen that in a year. And
it never gets old.
Just as good.
It never gets old. Like I can go back and watch any Friday the 13th film. Immediately takes me back to childhood. Yeah. But you know,
except Manhattan.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That takes me back to where I get my DVDs from, so I can get another one. Switch it out.
Yeah. Takes me back to a very bad place. Very bad time in my childhood. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Jason in this one, he reminded me of Cropsy.
Yeah.
Definitely reminded me of Cropsy. But yeah, we're definitely gonna have to watch the third one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 3. Yeah.
Just, I mean, it makes for a good double feature with the second one, but I don't know, man. These films kind of really just, I mean, they broke the mold, man, when they did these. Like, as much as I love Jason, though, it's like you were talking about earlier. I'm gonna have to go with Freddy as far as like which killer I like better. I like how relentless Jason is, but to me, it seems like they cared more about the storyline in the Nightmare movies, because I noticed like a lot of inconsistencies with the whole legacy of Jason.
Absolutely.
Like there's like the timeline's all fucked up, and I suppose we won't really notice these discrepancies unless we were to watch the films like back to back.
Right.
But other than that, I mean, I think
we're pretty lenient with the Nightmare series though, because it's just supernatural. Anything can happen.
It's all in your head.
Yeah, exactly.
But he had one-liners. Jason didn't talk.
Yeah. Yep. Now, if you had to pick, I guess we haven't really talked about this yet. What is your favorite Friday the 13th film out of all of them? I mean, the entire series.
That's tough because I almost break it up into 2 parts.
Mm-hmm. Between Backwoods Jason and Zombie Jason.
Well, it's like pretty much, yeah. It's like you can go 1 through 4, and it seems like everything changes after that.
Yeah, they definitely didn't have the same feel after that.
Yeah.
Should Jason go back to the Baghead? Should he be like, fuck this hockey mask, man? It gets me beat the shit out of.
I think that would be interesting if we're going to do this Friday the 13th, the next chapter, bring back Baghead Jason. I mean...
Would he be Baghead with a hockey mask?
I mean, his hockey mask got destroyed to shit anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, why not?
Would he get pissed?
Twice. Actually, it's been destroyed twice. It got all beat up by the propeller.
Yeah.
And then he broke it in half with the kinetic chick.
Yeah. In part 7. Uh-huh. So the mask was gone in 7, and then in 8, I think it got, melted or some shit by the toxic waste.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There's another one.
And then it just...
Every single time.
Man.
Yeah, it just gets destroyed every time. And I think it even got chopped to shit in part 6. I don't know. It seems like he just keeps getting new hockey masks.
Would you give him 2 holes like he's gotten a little smarter? I'm gonna have to go.
Like for the Baghead?
Yeah, he's like,
Well, then
when I had one eye, I kind of halfway got fucked up, but when I had this hockey mask on, I got fucked up multiple times. Maybe it's because I just had one eye. Let's try 2 and go for it again.
But then it might be a direct ripoff of Town That Dreaded Sundown, because I believe
he go 1 to 2?
He had 2 holes.
I haven't seen those.
Yeah,
I can say
that remake actually is awesome.
Yeah.
That,
The new
Town of
Sundown.
Dreaded Sundown. Yeah,
Yeah,
I really like that one.
that was good because it actually didn't seem like a remake.
Actually, it's not a remake, is it?
It's not.
That's right.
It's
because
like a follow up.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
sequel.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
You're
same
right.
title but sequel. Weird.
The way it worked
Yeah,
in the movie was legit.
yeah. So you give this one 5. I give it
Yep.
4. You give it 4. All in all, I mean, great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Great fucking film. I can't really say much else about it.
Right. But this one is my favorite of like I was saying when I kind of break it up into 2 parts. This will be my
So
favorite
2 is-
favorite of 1 through 4, and then like Jason Lives is probably my favorite of the supernatural Jason.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Part
Alright.
6 had like it just had like a different feel, and it had a really good sense of humor.
I would go with. I would say of 4. I would say 2. It would be my favorite, and then I like 7. I like the telekinetic
7
fight.
was 7
yeah.
was
Just because
tight.
I'm kind of into that like supernatural
yeah.
battling, you know.
Right.
7 was tight. Yeah.
I guess I never realized that until way later. Like watching as a kid, I guess I did never pick up on that because then when I finally clicked, I was like, "Oh wow!"
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with the original Friday the 13th is definitely my favorite of the series just because it was scary. And after that, I would have to say probably part 4. I love part 4. 1, 4, 3, and then 2 is how I would go for the first part of the series. And then after that, it would probably be part 6 would be my next favorite. After 6, it would probably be 5, 7, then probably 9.
You like them all. You like all
And
of them.
yeah,
He can write, yeah, like
yeah. And then after 9, my least favorite, Jason takes fuck Hatton.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Really?
I
yeah.
don't know anybody that's like, man, come on, Manhattan's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, no.
No, it's not. It's
No.
terrible.
It's horrible. Horrible. I mean, it was
what
even
about
horribly
10?
made.
10.
Oh, Jason X. I forgot about. I don't even count that one as part of the series. But okay, let's just say that Jason X and Freddy versus Jason are in a different realm.
And the Friday remake.
Yeah. Then I would out of those 3, my favorite is obviously Freddy versus Jason. And then, oh man, if I had to choose between Jason X and the Friday the 13th remake, I'd have to go ahead and choose the remake over
Jason X.
Jason X. Just
I
'cause-
like the remake myself.
Really?
I do like that one.
Yeah. It had its moments, but man, what a piece of shit.
I mean, to try to bring it back and, kind of consolidate, 1 through 3.
I do remember seeing that in the theater
Yeah.
and having fun when I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fun. It was definitely
That's hard to-
fun.
That's got to be like a task. to
See,
try
I
to
would
make
actually
that
have to
something
say
watchable.
Yeah.
I would have to say I like the remake of Friday the 13th over the reboot of Freddy, though.
It's a hard decision to make.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
because I like
you
both of them.
Both of them.
But I'll do even better.
Which
than that.
one?
Both
you like
of the Texas Chainsaw at the beginning and the remake.
Yes.
Blow both those other ones
Yes,
away.
I love those films.
Yeah.
Those are actually 2 remakes that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
With the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not Texas Chainsaw 3D, not
right,
the newest
right,
one,
right.
but the the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the one with Jessica Biel,
Yeah.
and then the one after that, the what they call it, the beginning,
Yeah.
the prequel. Those were great films.
All right,
And that's
so
that's how you do it. That's how you do a remake. Right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, because it completely changed the storyline. Like it could have been a whole like a different film.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna. If I had to choose between the Nightmare on Elm Street remake and the Friday the 13th remake, as much as I don't like Jackie Earl Haley as Freddy Krueger, I'm gonna have to choose the Nightmare on Elm Street remake over Friday the 13th. I just thought that I felt like they tried. They tried harder.
There's only a few spots in that Nightmare remake that just wouldn't hit right for me.
Yeah.
But if without those few little pieces. I think they did an awesome job with trying to bring back what people liked about the early Nightmare series.
Yeah. Honestly, my favorite part of the Nightmare remake, my favorite two parts were I kind of like the beginning in the diner.
Yeah.
I thought that was really effective. And then the other scene that really stuck with me, it was kind of disturbing. It was the one where the dude's hanging there and Freddy comes up to him and he's like, there's like an additional like 6 to 12 minutes of brain activity.
Yeah. Just sitting there messing with him.
Yeah. I thought that scene was really disturbing. And, other than that, I guess it had some stylish, dream sequences, but it was kind of just, it was, your normal Hollywood remake fodder.
Yeah.
But
and normally I don't like the giving a bunch of backstory of stuff we don't really need to know about.
Yeah.
But I thought they did good with that one because it kind of twisted it up because there's really two backstory things going on, like what he wants you to believe and then what really happened.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
But that's one thing I guess one thing I didn't like about it. Of course, I fucking hate on all remakes, but the one thing I didn't like about that was the fact that they made Freddy. They almost made the parents seem more like the bad guys. Like the parents did something wrong. Like they made you sympathize with Freddy more, whereas like in the original one, he was just like this child rapist, completely detestable character. But I don't know.
Maybe that's what it is that I sense that I choose the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Over and I'm a big Freddy fan. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so next one, part 3.
Yeah, I mean, if we can all
3.
unanimously decide here, if that's what we're doing, then we'll do it.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, part 3D.
Next.
All right, sweet.
Awesome.
Out.
Yeah, this is Dick with the Chad and Rocky, and this is Popcorn on the Macabre. We'll see you guys next time.